Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to this platform. This is Community Bits, the heartbeat of the community. Now we are bringing you promos, talking about events happening in the community. We bring you live interview with guests, and I'm talking about people who are making positive impacts in their own little ways, in their own big ways, in the various parts of the world that they are based. So today I've been promoting this. We have somebody very special in the studio, actually virtual studio. So I wouldn't want you to think she's here with me in the studio. She's some distance away from here. But yes, virtual studio. And I've been promoting this. We are all excited about this. Can you please, if you're watching us now, kindly help us to share this to people in your network? Kindly help us to to share this. My guest will be joining us a little bit after now. But I want to say a big thank you to you for joining us. If you are already joining us, I can see a few people have joined. You can send us a message and let us know where you're watching us from. We love to know where you're watching us from. Are you watching from YouTube? Are you watching on LinkedIn? Are you watching on Facebook? Are you based in the United Kingdom? Are you in Africa? We love to know. And as the show goes on, if you have any question for my guests, please feel free to ask. Just send it as you will comment normally when you comment on Facebook or Instagram or any. Just add your comment and it will pop up here. We will see it and I will project it so that our guests can see it and respond to you. And if it's something I have to respond to as well, I'll do so. Now, I just want you to know that I'm happy to promote what you do, as long as what you do will benefit somebody, will benefit people, especially in the community. I would love to promote that. I say to people, media practitioners, we eat information. Information is our food. Without information, we don't have any content. So yes, send us, details about your coming events. Um, Contact me and we'll discuss how everything will work out. There is a way I plan my things. It does take a while. There's a way I plan my things because there's a professional level that I'm trying to project. So we'll have to talk. We have to make some designings and then we start promoting. That's how it goes. And then we can talk about other stuff. But yes, you're welcome. This is Community Bit. I'm not going to talk too much. I just want to share with you inspirational stories because I'm a storyteller as well. I want to share with you inspirational stories and not just to entertain you. We're not here to really entertain you, but we're here to encourage you, to inspire you, so that whatever you're going through, you will understand that yes, you're not alone. There are people going through stuff as well, and then maybe that will encourage you to move on, to carry on, and to fulfill destiny. Sometimes we fulfill destiny through tragedies, sometimes through trials, and sometimes we're just given a leap. And some people are so blessed that they've been given good head start in life, maybe by their families or their parents or their siblings. They have been given good head start in life. And so they're not starting from scratch. They're not facing some challenges that others will face normally. They just leap on and they move on and to glory like that, to greater heights and greater heights. And they soar like that. And fingers are not equal, we know. Do not be ashamed of your story, okay? Because your story is what will lead to your glory. Do not be ashamed of your story. We all have stories. We all have challenges. We have all gone through stuff. So do not be ashamed of your story, whatever it is. I have my story as well, and oftentimes I share some things on social media, and a lot of people still don't understand. They think, why is she sharing? Why is she telling us her story? And she wants sympathy. No, it's not because, no, I don't want pity party. Because I know that my story will inspire somebody. Like, look, I'm coming from somewhere. This is what I was, but this is where I am. I'm not saying I'm where I want to be yet, but I'm saying, you know what? If I can come this far, if I come, from whatever life brought in my path, if I can come this far, you can go further. And that's what we do. So this evening, I have wonderful Funmi Aishat Lawal. She's in the virtual studio already. We are going to be talking about her journey, her personal journey. Get yourself ready. Get your a cup of tea, get your drink, get whatever you want to get to make you comfortable. Get some crisps or fruits, or get your wine, a glass of wine, whatever you want to get. Make yourself comfortable as we come in this journey. And if you want to contact me, I'm on the social media. You can contact me if you want to be, to feature on our show. You want to be part of this platform, you can contact me. But for now, tonight, it's all about Funmi Aishat Lawal, the founder and CEO, Clip-Knix Adaptive Underwear. We're going to be talking all about that as well. What is this Clip-Knix Adaptive Underwear all about? Who is this useful for? We'll talk about that, but we're going to build it up from the scratch. I am Olabisi Obadara Itesiuruki, and I am the evolving glory of God. Yeah, I can say that. I've come a long way, honestly. I have come a long way. And for me to come out alive like this and bounce back like this, it's a story for another day. So once again, I want to say a big thank you to you for joining us on this platform. And please remember to help us share as I bring in my special guest for today. Hello, sis.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Thank
Oh,
you
it's
for
a pleasure.
much appreciated.
It's a pleasure. And thank you for enduring all the processes in the background as well.
It's no problem. It's not at all a problem.
We thank God. So, yes, this is Funmi Aishat Lawal. Okay, and she is the founder and CEO, Clip-Knix Adaptive Underwear. We're going to talk about that. But we want to have this conversation in such a way that people will know you. We're not just going to do the peripheral, we're going to do the deep one. Now
Wow.
let's go back to childhood. Where were you born?
I was born in Camden, London. And when I was 3, my parents took me back home. And I went to primary school, home science in Ikoyi. And then I went to secondary school in Government College Agege. And I spent 2 years there. And then I moved to Our Lady of Apostles in Yaba. And then I went for A levels, I went to Methodist Girls High School in Yaba as well. For university, I went to University of Ilorin. I studied economics. When I came back to England, I went to further education, London School of Economics. I studied analysis, design, and management of information systems. Yeah,
Amazing.
that's my education.
Amazing. It will interest you, the people watching us at this time. It will interest you to know that Our Lady of Apostles is also my alma mater. So I got to know that senior for me. Well, she's our senior.
Yeah.
And that's actually one of the bond that we share.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm so happy, to connect with you in the United Kingdom. Now, tell me a little bit about childhood growing up. What were your parents like? What kind of childhood did you have?
I had a lovely childhood. I have 2 sisters and one half sister, and we were happy. We were middle class. My mom was a principal of a school, and my dad was a lecturer. So that made us comfortable. I was comfortable. I didn't lack anything. We weren't rich, but we weren't poor. So middle class. Yeah.
And you were Christian.
I was Christian then.
Then there's a
Yeah.
reason I'm establishing that now. You were
I'm
Christian.
I was Christian then, but now I'm Muslim. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so when you relocated to the United Kingdom, went into uni and you started working, what were the working experiences you had?
Oh God, it was tough. I when I came, it was a 5 a.m. start cleaning job as a
Hmm,
graduate. That's
hmm,
the only thing you could get in London. So I woke up. It was a shock to the system.
hmm.
I developed malaria. I was isolated in King's College Hospital.
Edge.
Yeah, I was isolated.
Did that shock you? Because malaria was, I mean, more or
That
less
was
common thing in Nigeria.
everything that happened. I came in winter. Everything that happened to me was a shock to the system. Honestly, it
I
was
can
a
imagine.
big shock to the system. Anyway, I got over that, and I got eventually got a job at Department of Education, 1989, and then I moved to Ministry of Justice. I had a 10-year career there. So
Right.
I went moved to Dubai with my husband and my son. He was little then. Um, I worked at Ogaka Systems,
Okay.
and he lectured in Ajman University. So it was
You got married very early as well.
yes, I did. Very naughty of me. I got married at 23. Uh, it was quite looking back now. He's quite young. He's quite young.
It was.
I was looking at my daughter, and I can't think her getting married at that age. She's very innocent, I would say.
Yeah, and getting married to a Muslim. I know your parents are Christians. How did they even receive that? Getting married, you're young,
My
and then
yeah, they were chill about it. Their their parents were all Muslims. Their mom and dad on my father's side, mom and dad on uh, my mother's side, they were Muslims. My mom's mom is she's Elijah,
oh, I
so
see.
they
So
didn't
it
have any problems with that
wasn't
because
new.
their background is Muslim. Yeah.
Okay. We are moving towards something here because now we're talking about your marriage. What was your marriage like? Experience coming in naive and young.
Yeah, my marriage. I dealt with what 23 normal 23-year-old shouldn't deal with
Mm.
because the first 7 years I had 7 miscarriages.
Wow.
7 miscarriages. I did everything IUI. I eventually went for Hajj, and then when I came back, I just got pregnant naturally, and I wasted all that money, which I didn't find it funny because I just needed to go for Hajj and pray. I prayed my heart out. I cried to God. I did everything. I lost weight. I was fasting. I was doing every possible thing to seek God's countenance. So when I came back, I just felt pregnant naturally, and it was all wasted money. And went
Oh,
private. We went everything. So we thank God. Unfortunately, uh, the child, he was born premature,
hmm.
29 weeks. 29 weeks I had him, and then unfortunately in 2021 he died. He died at age 22. So it was nothing to do with his premature, but God gives, God takes.
Amazing. I'm sorry to hear this.
Mm,
I'm really sorry. And I remember there was a point you put it on Facebook, you were
yeah.
sharing, and I read through and I thought, oh my goodness, this is a point no mother wants to get to.
No,
It's the
it's a
mother's
life sentence,
life.
honestly. It is a life sentence. Um, Only a few people get to, get to go through it, and it's with you forever. You can never get over it. But it can over years it can be simpler to bear, but right now it's very hard.
I know. May the Lord console you and comfort you.
I mean,
There's no amount of words that anyone can say, to console a
no,
mother
no,
that
no.
has lost a child.
Unless you've been in the shoes, then you would understand. Yeah. When I see
How?
people on telly losing children, and
Oh,
it's so
goodness.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, just share with us briefly what actually happened. How did the burial go? Did you attend the burial? Because in this part of the world they don't really care. But I know, but in our African culture, a mother is not, allowed to witness the child's burial.
There was a big debate about should I go, should I not go. Everybody was debating everything. So I made up my mind I was going to see my son because I didn't see him for in the last 2 years. There was COVID. So I went down to Birmingham. He was buried in Birmingham. I went to Birmingham. I viewed him and I spoke to him like, "Oh, why did you do this? Why? You didn't drive me. You didn't get to drive me around, and you didn't get to marry. You didn't get to have kids. I won't have grandchildren from you." So I spoke to him, and that was reassuring to me. So I prayed. I did the prayers, the janaza, but I didn't go to cemetery, but I went the day after because there's nobody to look after the grave. So if you're in this country and then you leave your son's grave, it will rot away.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to to hear this. I don't want us to talk too much about it, but it's part of your story.
Yes,
You
it
know.
is.
So how have you managed to move on, in life? Because God forbid, it's hard.
Yeah.
How did you manage to move on from that point, with
Um,
yourself?
when the day I heard, I physically threw up. I was just throwing up uncontrollably. My body just went into shock. And from there on, I made up my mind that I would just walk,
Hmm.
keep myself busy. Because 1 minute, if I'm not busy, then I'll think, I'll start moaning, I'll start reminiscing, I'll start looking back. But I don't want to do that. Any spare time I get, I go into moody mood.
Hmm.
And I don't want that. So I get busy all the time. All the time. If I'm not working, I'm doing something else. I'm going to symposium, I'm going to lectures, I'm going everything just to keep me busy and not think about it. But you can not help think
No,
about
you
it. So
can't.
yeah, I've got his pictures everywhere. So
He's everywhere. I mean, he's
yeah,
part of you. I mean, he was part
yeah.
of you. He will.
It was my first son. Yeah.
Ah, I'm so sorry to hear this stuff for me. I'm sorry to hear this. And then you actually moved on with life somehow, and then you had another beautiful daughter. But even with her pregnancy, you had some experiences, like you shared with
Yes.
me.
Yes. Um, the pregnancy was tough. It was. I didn't want to rush into pregnancy again. I was really scared of pregnancy.
Can
If they say
imagine.
the word pregnancy
Can
around me,
imagine.
I was really scared because I had him 29 weeks. So I was hoping not to have the same
Another
history
one.
repeat itself. So I was pregnant in Dubai, and then my then American hospital was the best in Dubai. So at 17 weeks, the nurse came into my room and said I would get sacked if they hear about this. But your best bet is to go back to England and you get properly looked after. Okay. So I listened and I came back to England and we started from there. I was on the highest dose of methodopa, which is the safest drug in pregnancy. And 7 days after, I gave birth 35 weeks, which was normal. It was the
No more
cutoff
bath.
for premature. Yeah, normal birth. Both of them were normal birth. And I went home and it was fine, everything. I even went to the bank
Hmm.
to do some transactions. And 7 days later, to my surprise, I had a stroke. Right sided stroke, everything on the right
7
side.
days.
Yes, yes, preeclampsia.
Wow.
Preeclampsia led to eclampsia, proper eclampsia. So I couldn't talk, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. My sister was in hospital with me, and my husband and my friend. And when they said I won't make it, my sister jumped and her head hit the ceiling. What? I can't believe it. They said they will operate, but there's no guarantee that I would survive it. Only 1% of people survive what I went through. I bled as well. I bled in the brain. I was bleeding, but I was convulsing. I was bleeding. I was convulsing. I was bleeding. When it gets to the clot, I'll convulse. So they did the operation. Thankfully, I survived. And I went on to, they moved me to St. Thomas's. I was in Akim Simoli because there was no surgeon around to do the operation. It was Friday night stroke Saturday. So I moved to St. Thomas's 2 days later. And they said there's no prospect of me regaining my limbs and regaining my speech. And to God be the glory. I regained everything. I was able to walk. It was hard work. It was hard work. Rehabilitation was hard work. Speech therapy was hard work. Um, Walking was physiotherapy was hard work. Occupational therapy, all the therapies. I did all the therapies from speech to learning how to write. Even still now, I still can't. Sometimes I don't. I can't read my handwriting. So that was it. Yeah.
Going through all of this, marriage, the loss of a child, pregnancy, stroke. What was your mind with God,
It
or
was it
towards,
was solid.
towards God?
It was solid all through. I had faith. I think I don't envy people that don't have faith, because you have to hold on to something.
Something.
You have to hold on to a higher being. That you have to realize that everything in life is just doesn't happen by coincidence.
No,
Somebody is there manipulating it. So I don't.
orchestrating it. Yeah, I like to use
Yeah,
that word,
yeah,
orchestrating.
yeah. So I had a strong faith,
Mm.
a very, very strong faith, I would say. So I'm not perfect, but I think I worship God.
Yes, God is merciful to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Goodness, none of us is perfect. I'm
Hmm.
just going to take this break to, talk to people who are watching this program at this point in time. Like my guest said, if we don't have faith, this is not a Christian platform, it's not a Muslim platform, so it's not about religion. But how do we say or do everything we do without this supreme being, without acknowledging the supreme being?
Hmm.
If we don't have faith, we don't have any higher power that we're connected to. When we pass through life, that
Hmm.
is when we lose hope.
Hmm.
That is when everything degenerates. I mean, I got to a point where I actually began to lose my faith. My own story, I began to lose faith, and I thought, you know what, God is not with me anymore, because I also looked into all the things that I've been through, and I'm thinking, why am I still going through? But we didn't know that it's a process. There's part
Hmm.
of the process of life. I didn't realize that then, and I got to a point where I thought, I can't do this anymore, and I just thought, let me just end it. And I attempted suicide in my
Wow.
own case. But rising from the ashes of those days, I've managed to understand that God is in everything. God sees everything. He knows everything. Nothing is happening to us without His knowledge. I'm sorry if there's somebody watching who does not believe in that supreme being called God. I do, and some of us do. But that is just all I can say. If we don't have a higher being, a higher power, a supreme power, when we go through, it makes life tougher. So I'm just going to point that out at this point in time. So, Sister Funmi, you had a stroke, with all the things that you've been through, and you started a new journey, the journey to recovery, which was tough, just like you said, which was really, really tough. Um, what did you learn in the space of time that you were going through all of that? Because apparently you didn't lose hope. You are
Yes.
a fighter, you're a tiger. You didn't lose hope. So,
Everybody says I'm strong, but I'm not. I'm not actually strong. I'm just a normal woman that wants to get on with it.
no, you're not normal. No, you're not normal.
I am.
I mean, going through that, God has made you. You're definitely not normal. You're not usual. I mean, how do you say? You're not the everyday woman, because you've gone through a process, more like you've been through the fire, and
Hmm.
you came out and you're standing. Yes, by the grace of God, you're standing. So you can't be normal.
Hmm.
No, I don't take that as normal. You are now extraordinary, as I said. You're extraordinary, to be honest. But what did you learn in the spirit of that time? What did you learn about life and about moving forward?
One thing I learned for sure was tolerance. You cannot go through that and not be tolerant. I I I am I depended on everything on
Hmm.
people. I depended on washing me, clothing me, feeding me. At some stage, they were actually feeding me.
Wow, wow,
So
wow,
I
wow.
developed some patience, because if you want to wee, you press the bell for ages and they don't come
They won't come.
in hospital. So you have to wait for patience. Since then, I've been patient. I've been tolerant. I've been open to new ideas, and that is what helped me in the business. So new ideas. I believe in new ideas. I believe in
Hmm.
new concepts. I'm open. I'm open-minded. You cannot go through this and not be open-minded
I did. Yeah,
to
it's
everything. I don't judge. I don't judge. I try not to.
absolutely
We're not perfect. I'm not saying
no,
I'm perfect,
no,
but I tend not to judge.
no. Absolutely. It's
Mm,
one of the things, that we learn.
yeah,
Um, it's one of the
because
things the experience of life will teach us tolerance.
mm,
Tolerance. When you get to a certain point in time in life and you've experienced certain things, you just see life as, oh, there's no big deal. You
there's
say
no
you
big
are
deal.
Muslim. You say Jesus is the way. You say it's something. Whatever is good for you. It's your life. It's your journey. I'm not part of it. Yeah, it's one thing we learn.
Mm,
Tolerance.
yeah,
Tolerance. The tenacity. Yeah, how to love. How to bless. Those are the
yeah,
things we learn. Because
mm.
getting to the point where you got to, I can imagine that when you need to go to the toilet. I said,
Yeah, you press a bell and they don't come. They don't come. You have to wait forever.
ah,
Those
so
days were dark. They
no
were
one is
very,
coming. You
very
just
dark
have to
days.
do it on yourself.
Yeah, but you wait, you try and hold it.
Isn't
So
it? Yeah.
yeah. Mm, yeah.
So, how did we now move from that experience to where you are now? How
Oh,
did you birth Clip-Knix?
it's like what is all happening to me now? It's like imposters syndrome because I just can't believe it. I can't believe where the business is taking me. I can't believe where it's taking me. So when I started recovering and I needed my independence back and I needed to preserve my dignity. So I went on the internet to see what was out there. There was nothing adaptive. There was nothing to help people um, trying not to bend down on the wheelchair. So I looked and looked and looked, and there was nothing. So fast forward to 2018, I had a bit of PPI money coming in, and I thought, oh, what am I going to use this money for? I might as well follow my dreams. So I said, I'll search. So I got someone to search for me,
Right,
paid search, and I
right,
did it twice to make sure that I'm not infringing anybody's patent. So I started from there. I went to Salisbury to get. I remember the day I came back from Salisbury, and I came with a sample of the underwear, and my dad was dying, and I said that was that was what made him laugh. Um, I said, Daddy, 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 see the sample, see the sample. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. And then he just smiled and he held it. He couldn't talk at that point, and he smiled and held it, and that's it. And then 24 hours later, he was dead. So that was I would not forget that time and date.
wow,
Mm,
wow. Okay, I'm just gonna read out some of the comments that people are posting. Preserved for a purpose. Your story is seriously inspiring. May God bless you richly, madam. My question is, how do you separate divinity and your spirituality from your faith or your religion? How do you separate divinity and your spirituality from your faith or
no, you can't
religion?
separate it. You cannot separate it. Is one in all. You cannot separate. You can if if you're a good worshiper, if you're a good believer, you cannot separate it. It's not inseparable. It's just inseparable.
Divinity, spirituality. For me, I think religion is different, to be honest. Spirituality is different, religion is different. There are so many religious people in the world, in our world now, but they don't have that spiritual connection with God. They don't have the spiritual connection with the Almighty. But yes, they are Jim, they are Jim in the mosque, in the
If
church.
if I must say, religion is a, a set of organized thing. Religion is in your heart. It's what you believe in your heart. If you believe, I'm not saying I'm not a Muslim, but I'm open to anything. I'm open to any religion. I'm open to, it doesn't make me less Muslim. It doesn't make me less Christian. It
Absolutely.
doesn't make me less anything. It's what you
Absolutely.
believe in. It's in the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's something I'm trying to educate people, nowadays. And someone was saying to me, "Why do you use this cowrie shell in your head? It makes you look like babalawo." I said, "Well,
Babalao.
I said cowrie shell actually was legal tender. It was like money in the olden days. So if people don't know history, they tend to go this way and that way. Cowrie shell was money. It's like the money we're spending now. That's what our fathers used to spend in the olden days. They were using it to exchange for goods. And it is a fashion statement. It's our heritage, it's our connection with the African background that we have come from. Nowadays, it's a fashion statement. I mean, I'm a rich woman now. This is Ajay. If I can put money, I can just use money. And as a media personality, as an artist as well, you choose your own appearance, you choose your own costume, you choose your own image. And for me, it's something that I have always loved to do. And when you're younger and your parents will be saying, you can't do that one, you can't use this one. Nowadays I just look at myself, I said, hold on a minute, I'm 53, I'm going to be 54. Uh, my parents can't beat me anymore. They can't bring out, I'm just going to shock everybody and just be me. And, just project the me that I really want to be, and that's what I'm doing. When it comes to religion, I say I was raised as a Christian. If I want to pray now, I pray as a Christian. I don't know any other way to pray. But nevertheless, I still respect that other people have their own journeys. They have their own belief system. And I can't tell you that mine is superior to yours. Because I don't know what you have seen, and I don't know the reason why you're going the path you're going. I know why I'm going the way I'm going. I know my own reason. I am not going to force you and say mine is the way, but I can just show you love. And if you love me the way I'm doing and you want to be part of what I'm doing, I must be able to project myself in such a way that I don't have to tell you that I'm a Christian before you know that I'm a Christian. Because I believe that if you have to keep telling people you're a Christian, you have to keep quoting the Bible every time just to establish that you're a Christian, something is wrong. You understand? I believe I don't have to do all of that, but you must see something in me and you must say, no, there's something about this lady that is different. And then when you come close to me, then I'll be able to tell you that, I'm a Christian. I follow Christ. This is my lifestyle. And then if you like it, you can follow it. Rather than me saying to you, if you don't follow this way, you go to hell. If you don't follow this way, you die. And putting fear in people. I don't do that anymore. I mean, maybe when we were younger, that was what they taught us. So just like you said, just to corroborate what you have just said, be open-minded. First is love. First is tolerance. First is acceptance and forgiveness. If you don't accept somebody the way they are, how do you now help them to change from the way they are if you think the way they are is not good? So for me, yes, that open-mindedness is very important. Thank you very much. That is Daddy Shegulebi. Is actually a minister, is a bishop, all the way from Nigeria. That's him that is asking that question. And someone is also answering, one of our alumnus. Babe, thanks, babe, for, this is Esther Olayemi Akingbade. She was also at Our Lady of Apostles. He said, yes, religion is separate from having a spiritual faith or a personal relationship with God. Thank you so much. We're not going to go into religion. I don't want us to change the topic. We're talking today about Funmi, Aisha, Lawal, and I just want us to, focus on that. Let's focus on the experiences. Someone asked about your experience in Dubai. She said she joined late. This is Layo Olutunde, one of the wonderful people supporting Nature Faithfuls. Hi sis, I had connection issues and I missed the start. Can you do a recap of what led to the medical issues? When she was,
Eclampsia.
yeah, what led?
Eclampsia, high blood pressure in pregnancy.
Yes, that what led to that, and then okay, I'm
And
going to allow
then
you to recap a bit.
I later developed kidney problems because the stroke damaged my kidneys. I went on dialysis and I had my transplant in 2011 and is working well.
So yeah, okay, we're gonna go on that a bit now. But what were the symptoms you were seeing when you were pregnant? Maybe this will help somebody, at this point.
Uh, so not so much symptoms, but every now and again I get dizzy because there's 750 milligrams. That was the highest. I was on that. I was on 750 milligrams a day.
Of
So
what? Of what again?
Methodopa.
Okay, method.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
So I tend to feel dizzy. Apart from that, it was okay. We had no symptoms.
No symptoms.
No
I mean,
symptoms. But
even
the day of the stroke, I saw it coming. Not that I knew it was a stroke, but the headache was excruciating. My head was just banging, 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 banging. And then I took paracetamol. He didn't go. I went to my dad's room and I switched off the lights. He still didn't go. And it was the day before the ceremony. So I
Wow.
said, okay, after the ceremony, I'll check myself into hospital because this headache is just annoying and is a bother. I didn't know
Wow.
I'd make it to hospital the next day.
Wow. Okay. Someone is asking a question again. How can you advise other women battling health issue like stroke on how to get better and go on to live a good life?
Yes, it's determination and passion. You have to be determined to get well. You have to have people surrounding you with positive vibes, helping you, giving you words of encouragement, saying good words to you every day. You can do it. Encouraging you along the way, so you get better quicker. I had a support system. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my in-laws, everybody surrounded me, was encouraging me to get well, to get well, to get well. My sister would say, Omo yi wa nle, Omo yi wa nle. My friend, she's online now. Yeah, Sadiq. I like Titi Laomi. She would say, yeah, Mubarak, she would tell me off and everything. And she was encouraging me. My sister, Remy, she would say, oh, sister for me, you have to look after your baby. Nobody will look after your baby for you.
Yeah.
So those words of encouragement helped a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Titulaya, Mr. Alaja, she's saying, I saw her few hours before the stroke.
Yes, she did.
Amazing.
She
Amazing.
did. Yeah. And she was there for 3 days with my sister and my husband in Porter cabin. They took me to Akisimoli. She was there in the Porter cabin for 3 days.
Wow.
Willing me on.
Okay. A few questions are coming in, but I want us to talk about, after the strokes, because you mentioned that you had kidney failure. And I mean, kidney failure means you have to go for kidney transplant, then dialysis, and all of the process. How did the process go?
I was on low clearance first. They were managing the kidneys and everything, and then I was on low clearance for a long time.
What does low clearance mean?
Low clearance is when you're on stage 3 kidney disease, and they monitor you, and then they monitor the kidney function and everything. So I was on that for a very long time, and then suddenly the kidneys took a turn, and the next thing I knew, I was on dialysis. And I had dialysis. Luckily, unlike other people that have to stay most black people stay an average of 6 years, but I stayed 1 year 9 months.
To get a match.
A match, yeah. So the point is, black people don't donate. They don't donate. They refuse to sign donor cards. They don't carry donor cards. They don't do life transplants. They do not. Their religion is covering their vision. So it's very hard to get a transplant. But thank God I did, to the glory of God, and I got transplant, and it's okay. It's working well.
So you just had to wait few months to get a match.
1 year 9 months.
1 year 9 months. Okay, to get a match.
Yeah.
A lot of people, while waiting for a donor, a match, and so on and so forth, they don't really make it.
Yeah, they die.
I've seen some cases.
Majority of black people die waiting because they won't get a match.
You are blessed.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are
blessed.
highly
I'm blessed. I
favored.
thank God. I look at my life and I say, out of everything, through the changes since of life, I am blessed.
Blessed and highly favored. And I'm really pleased and glad and happy for you that we are here. Yes, you've endured hardship. This is why I know that God is not partial. It's not going to be gloom, 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 gloom. No, he comes through somehow just to prove to you that, you know what, I'm here. I got this. And I'm glad that we are able to find a rising, from these ashes of the tragedies, the sadness and things that you've been through. And I know all of these things have made you stronger.
Yeah, yeah, they have.
Now, how did you now recover after the transplant? How did you recover and then bounce back into life?
Oh, but you only stay in hospital for 7 days after transplant, and then you come back home. I had a support system. I had my aunt from Nigeria looking after the children, looking after the house, looking after everybody because I was ill, as you can imagine. So that was the, I didn't have to worry about children. I didn't have to worry about Mubarak and Amino and Bisola. So that took the responsibility out of my hands. So I just needed to concentrate on getting better. So I did get better. The
Ah,
kidney, yeah, it just settled in. It's like my second body.
wow. And it will continue to be. It will continue to be
I mean,
by the
amen.
grace of God. Mrs. Funmi Lawal, you should go out on advocate on organ. You should go out
Yeah,
and advocate
I
on
do.
organ donor.
Yeah, I'm a trustee of Royal Free Kidney Association. I do campaign
So I had
on.
somebody say, this is really funny and it's not funny. I had somebody say something like, "Oh, if you go and sign up and say, oh, I'm going to donate my kidney or
They'll
so,
kill you.
that,
They'll, I hear that a lot.
that when
I
you go
hear
in the
that a lot.
hospital, instead of that when you go in the hospital for an emergency, they won't look after you properly so that you can back up, especially if they have a prominent person who is rich that needs the. Is that really true?
They'll just kill you up and give you injection. And no, it's not like that.
uh Amazing. Okay, I'm going to project something, although I try to not to make this platform religious because I see how people clash and create dramas. But my father, Pastor Shegun, Bishop Shegun Shalom, says, my prayer is that your testimony encourages other people around the world going through situations beyond human understanding. So I can project that one. There's one he sent earlier, although I would like to project it at the same time. Uh, there's one he sent earlier. Faith is a life of the spirit. Madam Funmi Lawal has demonstrated that. I'm glad you can speak so boldly about your connection with your God. Okay, so when we have ministers of God on the platform, we cannot but hear things like that because that is their own ministry, that is their own job. And I appreciate you, sir, Pastor Bishop Shegun Labi. You know why I call you pastor? Because many years ago you was my pastor, and I was a member of his church, so that's why he's still in my mouth. But he's Bishop Shegun Lebi Shalom. Thank you so much, Baba. We are really happy to have you on the platform. And also, let me just quickly acknowledge the wonderful people who have joined us. Some of the messages have gone that I could not project. I'm so sorry. Josephine Adekola, Mama Josephine, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Abisola Nima Abs Eniton Oladapo, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Adebisi Bangbadi Savage, thank you so much. He says, good to see our senior here. Bishop Shegun Lebi, thank you, sir. Tabitha Obadara, that's my younger sister in Nigeria. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you for joining us. Amazing come. We appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. My rich Alaja, wealthy Alaja, Titilayomi Kadijat, grandmother Ayomide, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate your support all the time. Joy Isa, thank you, sis. It's good to have you here as well. So true. You got to have faith. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. And who you say again? Stadayo Olutunde as well. She is a fantastic woman, very supportive in every way. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Yes, those are the people we have. No, we have somebody at the bottom. Okay, so if I'm not seeing your comments, please, I'm not ignoring it. I'm just reading them as they scroll past. And if I see any other, I will also mention it. So from the dialysis to the healing processes, and through this time, you realize that it's really hard. You struggle, especially during personal care, putting on your undies, dressing up, and so on and so forth. And I believe that's what, reading your stories and everything. I believe that's what led to
Yes.
Clip-Knix. But how did that idea come? How did you conceive that idea?
Yeah, it was very simple. Lived experience of not able to bend, not able to wear my knickers myself,
Okay.
and I was, every time I wear my knickers, I just think, what if someone did this? What if someone did adaptive? Someone thought of adaptive. I was surprised that no one's thought of it yet. So I got in there.
So this is what I'm just going to project one of your products. This is what the knicker looks like. Let me close this chart so that people will be able to see it properly. I want people to see it and appreciate it better. I'm just going to close some of the comments now, and we'll continue on that later. Pardon me, people. Who is here? Faith. Okay, that's past Bishop Levy. Right. Okay. We're going to close that so that people will be able to see. Now, just take us through this this one that we're saying, the white one that we're saying. It's clip. I can see that it's a clip.
It's a clip and hook, and it's buttoned in front and clipped in front. There's button as well. There'll be magnets next year.
Okay.
God willing, there'll be magnets
replacing. Oh, that would be so easy.
Yes. Click. That's it. You're out. And it'll be universal. Able people can wear it, and disabled people can wear it as well.
Yes. So if you're thinking about, okay, go on.
There'll be period pants. There'll be incontinence pants. Front fastening for disabled. When I say disabled people have periods, people, they are quite surprised. I don't know why.
I mean, we just forget about that, because when you mentioned it now, I'm thinking, oh, that's true. The fact that someone is disabled does not mean they won't have monthly periods. Oh my God.
And they go on to have children.
Yes.
Some disabled people actually decide to have children.
Yes.
So disabled people do have periods. It's a shock to the system.
So what is the journey of this product? You know, the finances and, you know, and everything.
Yeah, from Salisbury, we went to China to produce it.
Wow.
And it was the last shipment out of China before COVID. Before COVID was taken off in China big time. So it was the last shipment. And unfortunately, it was rushed. Eventually, people were sitting down in the wheelchair and it was going into their skin. So we had to throw the whole thing out in the bin. So we started again from Turkey. And that's another thing.
Wow.
It's like, it's never ending. One back to back.
Wow.
And luckily, Rishi Sunak came in and said, bounce back loan. That was what saved Clip-Knix. The bounce back loan. I was able to start again in Turkey, and then the Turkey one was okay. I have one of the Turkey ones here.
Okay, it'd be nice to see. Okay, this is different from the one I got. I bought two, and somebody took one of them, so I'm left with one out.
So you just clip it in front. Yeah, clip it in front.
Oh, okay. This one is nice. Yeah, I'll wait for the magnets. I think that magnet will be fantastic.
Clip. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So this is what it looks like, people. If you're thinking about a gift that you can give to somebody, especially people who are disabled. Okay. Oh, amazing. So able is not just disabled, then able people can actually use. I mean, I'm able anyway.
Yeah, if you want to, but the magnet one is actually designed with able people and disabled people in mind. Yeah. So, but this one is particularly useful for if you've had an operation. Most people would have had an operation in their lifetime. You can't bend down for 2 days or 3 days. You just be on the bed. You can wear it sitting down, lying down, sitting, standing, lying. You can do all three.
Yeah, I mean, I work in the care sector, and I also see when carers will want to support the residents, especially the ladies, and this will be very easy.
Yes.
Yeah. This will be, a lot easy because you don't need to get them up. You don't need to, in and out.
You just need to lift their bum. If I had it when I had a stroke, my life would have been much better, because they would have to lift me up to have my bath and hold me standing with 2 people to wear my knickers, lift up the leg, one leg. The other leg is useless. So they'll lift up the other leg, and then if we had this, it would just be easy. Click.
Amen. More and more prayers are coming. Okay, Daddy Lebi is sending you some more prayers and words of encouragement. My prayer is that your testimony encourages other people around the world going through situations beyond human understanding. Yes, amen. I say a roaring amen to that, Daddy Lebi. Thank you very much because people, when they share their story, I was saying to somebody, most of the time we think our load is heavy until we have an opportunity to lift other people's load. Then we just carry our own straight away and run. Well, you know, I'm okay with this one. I mean, it's not okay, but you know what? This is a lot better. That's why as we go on in life and we meet people, we see people, we need to learn how to be tolerant. You know, to be tolerant with people, learn how to just show little love, little kindness, a little light in their path, because you never can tell what they are going through. You know, for someone like me, when I was going through life, I I couldn't tell people what I was going through, but I'll still slap on my powder and my smile is ever there. But fire was burning me beneath. Only people who are extremely close to me could understand I was going through. And other people back home will still be saying, hey, send us money. We need this support. We need that. And one day I said, even me, I need help. By the grace of God, this little that I can, just take. And most of the time, they don't appreciate it because they expect you to give them this mega box and things. You know, there are some situation, it's not really visible. There are some health conditions. You may not see it in the person, but people are going through a lot. That's why every now and then, whatever little kindness we can do, we should just do. I'm going to project other things. You know, people are actually, it's all in mind. Spirituality is knowing your God and connecting with, okay, this is what we have discussed before.
Does it come in different sizes? Yes, it does.
You
Yeah.
know, oh,
Size
yeah,
8 to
okay, you're saying that,
26.
yeah.
Yeah. Size
Oh,
8 to
okay.
26. Yeah.
Oh, we have more people joining. Vicky Iyabolawoye. Oh, thank you so much, sis. That's Deal with Creation. She says, very informative. Bishop Levy says, great and rich program here. Thank you, sir. Vicky Olawoye, she says, I salute your bravery and courage. Thank you for sharing. Oh, a lot of comments have gone. Thank you for sharing your story. Another sister just joined us. Abidemi Alatishe, may God continue to be enough for you, ma'am. Thanks for sharing your life experiences.
Amen.
Uh, and so, okay, I was just going to ask about how it started, the journey of the business. Okay, so I hope you got that, sis, how the journey of the business started. I think, yeah, you've actually explained that. And I'm looking at the time you had a bit of setback before Sunak announced that the
Bounce back
bounce
low.
back loan. Somebody in other part of the world, this is how a lot of people start business and they are not able to, you know, excel, because a lot of things happen on the way that if you don't find destiny helpers on time, that business, imagine the setback that you had first with the China production. You are blessed that no one even sued you, like the damage this damage does, and so on and so forth. You know, you're even blessed that that didn't happen. But it's a wonderful thing that, yes, that bounce back loan came in and was handy, was, you know, useful for you, and you're able to go on. So how is the business going?
Yeah, it's going very, very well. We're not breaking even yet, but we're getting there.
You will.
We're looking for investors now. Uh, Looking for investors. We have a big announcement in the new year.
Okay.
And we are EIS and SCIS ready. We're pitch deck ready. We're good things will happen in the new year. Let's just put it that way.
Amen. Amen. So we're looking forward to, you know,
Yeah.
amazing
The
stuff.
new year.
The new year.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.com. Oh, Franklin Frantos. Egmore, I didn't know. I was just wondering that was amazing.com. Oh, okay. And you said that is not true. Oh, I wonder what he's reacting to at that particular point in time. That is not true anyway. Maybe if you are still online, come back to us. Let us know what that is. Okay. Wealthy Elijah, Titilayo Mikadija, she said, I'm happy she never looked like all she has been through. I'm happy. Okay. I'm just trying to project more and more so that we make it interactive. She said, "We the year shall bring a lot of goodies and greatness." Amen. Yeah, the new year. That's what she meant, right? The new year will bring a lot of goodies and greatness for us. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, wonderful people, for joining us to make it happen tonight. Now, is that for me? There's somebody out there, going through life as it is, experiencing tough times, or maybe bereavement, maybe some tragedies. Maybe they just found themselves at a crossroad. And to be honest, from your story, you have been through it all, because we're talking about health issues, we're talking about, uh, tragedy, loss. You have been through it all.
Mm.
I want to ask you, um, I know you're not a counselor by profession,
Mm-mm.
but there's somebody out there who is going through, life. How can you encourage them with your words now? What kind of conversation or words can you have for them? What kind of message do you have for such people?
It might seem simple, but it is faith. Just hold on to God. God never fails. If you hold on to Him, He never fails. He has never failed. Uh, I need to quote the Bible. David said, I was young, now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread.
Mm.
It will never happen. If you hold on to God, He will see you through all the storms of life.
Absolutely.
Every storm, you overcome it. You'll be an
Absolutely.
overcomer. You will succeed. You will excel. Everybody that is going through things, people have gone through wars. Just
Mm-hmm.
think about people that have going through wars at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
When I went on the Mary Kay uh, Women's Day last year, I met a woman that had cancer in Nigeria, and she said, "Oh, she had spoken and everything." When I started speaking, she said, "I'll take my cancer."
Wow. Wow.
Because you've not heard people, other people. That's why you think yours is the worst one ever. If you hear other people, and then healing has to come from within.
Thing.
Nobody can help you heal. You
Mm-mm.
have to heal yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah, healing comes from within yourself. So those two things, and the passion for life. You have to have a passion for life. You want to have passion for to live. That's what's missing in younger generation now. They don't have a very strong faith. They don't have coupled with a strong passion for anything. So that messes their head up and everything. So they think they know it all, and they don't know anything. They don't know life. They
Hmm.
don't know what people go through. Yeah.
They know about computer. That's what they know.
Even that they don't know it well.
Amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Welcome.
Stephanie. Olayemi is asking, are you thinking of going unisex as well as producing unisex?
Yeah, it all depends on money. It all depends on funding. It all depends on investment. So if we see investment big enough for us, we'll go unisex. But women, we have to deal with women first because they have more complications than men.
Hmm. Okay, this is my father in the Lord. Father, Pastor Franklin Okunowo, and he's sending you, words of encouragement and prayers. Great testimony. He says, I pray that you continue to enjoy good health, even as your soul prospers.
Amen.
Thank you, Father. Thank you for checking on us. Um, yeah. Um, hold on a minute. Great advice. Oh, okay. Great advice. Thank you, Mrs. Funmi Lawal. Veronica Olabisi, Obadara, great program. Keep up the good work. We shall try. We shall try. And thank you for your encouragement as well. We shall try. Okay, for people watching, they want to know more about Clip-Knix, where they can purchase, how they can purchase. I want you to project that out.
Is on, first of all, is on the website www.clip-knix.com.
Okay, I think I have
Uh,
somewhere.
is on Amazon. Is on Amazon USA. Is on Amazon UK. Is on Amazon Italy, France, Spain. Is on Etsy. It's on Anchor Store. Is on Amazon Dubai, Amazon Saudi. So apart from Amazon, we have an Australian dealer.
Okay.
He's been selling in Australia like hotcake, because what happened in Australia was is the government funds disability very well. Even postage, they fund it. They refund everything. You don't have to spend money if you're disabled.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so they're selling like hot cake
Hot
there.
cake.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so
That's
because they don't mind buying it because the government is paying back.
mm-hmm.
So that's very
That's
good.
good. That's good. We
It's in
bless.
Canada. Yeah, Amazon Canada. Yeah.
Right. We bless the Lord for that connection as well, and we pray that more will come. Um, I was going to show something to promote the wonderful lady. A lot of people, commented on this picture. You look in this flyer and so on and so forth. And I just promised that I'm going to also project the wonderful hands that's created this look. That's the makeup artist that created this look. I think I've seen her here, Ayaoba Gele or something like that. I saw her somewhere. Let me see. I think I saw her. She's online. So this makeup, all of you, everyone likes it. Like, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. Yeah, and she is. She is. I'm trying to see if the lady she's here. I told her when she comes on to put her contact details. Ayaba, if you're there, can you put your contact details, your name and your contact details? Because people will patronize you. This is a beautiful work you have done on our sister here. More and more people are joining us. Oh, Ayaba Gele, yeah, she's there. Ayaba Gele, please put your details there for the ladies on the platform. If they want to, how do you say, want to call you to come and do their makeup. She's very good. This is good. I really love it. Um, Adirayo Jola, thank you for joining. Funmi Okera Yola Gudu, oh, thank you, babe. Thank you for joining. That's my childhood friend. Thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you here. Adirayo Jola, thank you as well. Thank you so much. I don't really know that person, but thank you. We appreciate you. Funmi, thank you. Okay, Ayoba Gele. She's put it, Ayoba Gele. She just put her phone number. Okay. This is the phone number, Ayoba Gele. This is the phone number of the lady that did the makeup in this picture. If you want to support her, patronize her business, we also promote businesses on this platform, as you know. So it's not just sharing story. The aim of this platform as well is to project and promote businesses in the community, because we need to make money. If you don't make money, how are you going to support my own business? So yes, I need to project you so that you can make money, and then you can come back and support my business as well. So yes, that's Ayoba Gele's work in that flyer. We use that picture to promote this show today, and a lot of people love it. And I said, we must give credit to this lady as well. She did a fantastic job. So that is her number, 07424 438 244. If you want to book her for your makeup and your gele, and if you want to have your photo shoot, she's available. So Ayoba, that is it though. You are going to pay for it though.
For the mention.
Fantastic. Oh, Stephanie, so wonderful to have you. The time is really short. We're supposed to finish like 10 minutes ago. But I just used the time to appreciate the wonderful people who have been here. Let's try and cover this so everybody can see your face properly. Never mind, I'm the operator of everything. So I want to say a big thank you to you. And before you go, how can we support Clip-Knix? Now, talking about everybody, every one of us watching the program and people that will be seeing, how can we support Clip-Knix?
There's a sale currently going on. If you just buy one or two, it would be nice. That's the only support you can support Black businesses everywhere. Yeah, that's all we need, because we're disadvantaged already.
Oh, yes.
People, Caucasians get loan and funding and everything easily. A Black person has to work 10 times harder to get it.
Yes.
So yeah, we need support. by buying the product.
Okay. Amazing. Yes. So it's not just about listening to her story or just looking at her beautiful face.
Ah,
It's also about supporting her business. You
mm,
can also, if you're on social media, you can also help them to promote. Like when you see their flyers, the videos, the pictures, when you see them share things about the business, you can also share. And more, you can buy the product as well as gift. Of course, as you know, the products the knickers are not just for disabled people. Well, we can. I mean, I bought it. I wear it, and they last. They
mm,
last. They're durable. They last longer. You have people in care homes. The elderlies, and you're still thinking, what can I buy that is different from just buying fruit or buying what can be useful to them that you can buy. These adaptive knickers are very useful because I work in the care setting and I see everything. They are very useful for the elderly people or people that are immobile. They are very useful. So this is how you can support Clip-Knix. And the website is clip-knix.com. Very simple. www.clip-knix.com. And at this point, I would like to say a big thank you to you, Sister Funmi, for honoring our invitation
oh
at the
no.
Community Bits. Thank you for sharing your story. Not so many people want to share stories. So I appreciate, and ever since I've been following you, your stories, the efforts, your tenacity, I'm getting to respect you more and more. And I'm getting to appreciate God more and more. Like, you know what? I didn't have it this bad and I was complaining. Lord, forgive me. And I thank you. And I commend you for standing strong despite all that you faced in life and for still coming out with that smile, genuine smile, not plastic smile. But I know that every once in a while, when you're by yourself, there are some things you remember and your heart will still break. Yes, those are things that we cannot change, that we know we have to live with. But
Mm,
I pray that in every day that breaks, you will find joy. You will find reason
amen.
to rejoice, to be happy. You
Amen.
find reason to carry on, to go on.
Amen.
That's just my prayer for you. And I pray that God will breathe on your business, Clip-Knix. God will
Amen.
breathe on it and compensate you, for all that you have been through. He will compensate you
Amen.
with this, and this will be a huge success. And
Amen.
Community Base and myself will continue to support
Amen.
Clip-Knix.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's been a wonderful time. It's been
It
a
is.
wonderful hour.
Yes,
It's gone
yes.
so quickly.
Yes, yes, it has gone so fast. I didn't even realize. And we want to appreciate all of the people online. She said, please share on FB Black owned economy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm there. I think I'm there already. On
I will.
Facebook. Yeah, it's
Okay.
on Facebook. Yeah, I'm there already.
Okay. So yes, if you have your own business and you want us to promote your business, we are happy to do so. Get in touch with us. You have an event coming. The reason that I stopped sharing, just sharing without people connecting with me, is because I realize that people they don't appreciate what I'm trying to put in here. I'd like you to connect with me because there are some things we need to do in the background, to make the show solid, to make the audio, the visuals, the flyers, all the things that we need to put in place. And I created that flyer for Stephanie, the one that we use for promotion from one of our beautiful pictures. So those are the things we need to put. We need to put the work in place properly for us to be able to project, what we're trying to project professionally. Because as you know, I've been over 30 years in media, and at this stage, whatever we want to do, we have to do it properly. And of course, that is just me. I love to do my things properly. So I thank you once again, Stephanie, for
Thank you for having me.
understanding with me and bearing with me. It's nice to have you. And
Thank you for having me.
God
Thank,
bless you.
thank
Okay.
you so much.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
So wonderful people who have joined us here. I acknowledge everybody. Abidemi Alatishe, thank you, sis, for joining us. Ayabagele, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. We'll continue to promote your business as well. Um, Adedayo Jola, thank you. Funmi Okira Ayola Gudu, thank you, babe. Thank you for coming on board. Uh, Wealthy Elijah Titilayomi, thank you so much. Father, Pastor Franklin Okunawa, thank you so much for joining us as well. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Egmoe, Franklin Frantos, amazing.com. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for stopping by. Josephine Adekola, thank you, Mama. Mami Esheo, thank you for joining us. Esther Layemi, yes, babe, thank you so much for all the time. Thank you for your support as well, all through. I appreciate you. Vicky Yabo Deal with Creation, thank you, sis. Thank you, quite an age. Thank you so much for your support as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all the time. Um, who else? All the people there that have gone. Some names, have gone back. I'm trying to scroll back, but I'm not seeing some. Joy, Isa, thank you, sis. It's so wonderful to have you on this platform. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless. Tabitha Obadara, thank you, my blood. That's my younger sister. Adebisi Bangbaji Savage, thank you, sis. One of our alumnus as well. We all attended the same secondary school in Nigeria. Thank you, sis. It's nice to have you here. Abisola Nima Abs Enito. Thank you. So yes, thank you so much. Please continue to support Community Bates. Help us to share our programs as well, so that more and more people can know about this platform. The intention is to use this as the base to project the good works going on in our community, and also to share stories that will encourage us to go on, because people are going through a lot, and a lot of people are giving up every day, like, no, I can't do this anymore, I can't take this anymore. But I believe that when we hear testimonies of other people, how they've been able to pull through difficult situations, that will encourage us as well, and we can think, yeah, maybe I can try another day, maybe I can still try more. I know that this show today will have encouraged a lot of people, to just keep on going. It's not easy. We're not saying it's easy. No, keep on going. And if you have genuine people around you that you can open up to, no matter what, there will be one person that you'll be able to open up to and say, look, this is what I'm going through. Please, I also encourage you to do so. Don't bottle up. Don't bottle things up. Please speak out, but not out to the world. Speak to, so there are some people you will know from your discussion, from your interaction. But most importantly, hold on to your faith. I say hold on to God. And I can say that with 100% of my mouth. Hold on to God. Because when other people give up on you, God will not give up on you. And God will use people to bless you. God will lift up helpers of destiny from where you're not even, looking into, and they will help you. It happened to me several times, and I know it can happen, for other people as well. Hold on to your faith. If you don't have faith, you have to have it. That should be your next project. Look into, how do I develop my faith in this one God that everybody is talking about? It is possible. This is not a religious platform. No, and it's not a political platform. It is a humanity platform. And here we share positive energy, we share love, we share encouragement. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you're coming from, the walk of life that you're coming from. It doesn't matter what you're being through. But here we do positivity because we want to grow together, and I believe we will grow. Next year will be better than this year, because we're preparing for it, and we're going to wait. And when opportunities come, we're going to grab the opportunities that will come our way. This is Community Bits, the heartbeat of the community. My name is Olabisi Obadara Itesi Oroki, and I am the amazing, the evolving glory of God. Thank you for watching, and I love you all. God bless you. Thank you so much, everybody. We got to run now. God bless you. Ninth law of success is the law. Okay.